Riding a motorcycle during the holidays can be particularly risky. So in this video, I'm going to give you 10 reasons to consider avoiding it altogether. Not paying attention to these 10 reasons could get you in a crash, injured, or killed. Reason number 1, increased traffic. Holiday seasons often mean more cars out on the road, leading to congested traffic and higher chances of accidents. Think about the last time you went out to the store during this holiday season. Was there a lot more traffic than usual? Were there a lot more people coming and going every which way? Not only will this create more threats and hazards all around you to deal with on your motorcycle, but in the event someone's trying to run you over or you need to get yourself out of a bad spot, you're going to have less escape routes as well because of more traffic volume all around you. Reason number 2, distracted drivers. Not only are we going to have increased traffic all around us, but many drivers are preoccupied with holiday plans, shopping, and celebrations, which can lead to inattentive driving. So you have all these vehicles around you. Every single driver inside those vehicles is playing with the cell phone, talking to somebody in the vehicle, stressing out about what they got to get from the store when they get there. The last thing they're doing is looking out for you on your bike, paying attention, and trying not to run you over and kill you. It's up to you to have extra attention for the lack of attention on their end. Reason number 3, weather conditions. Winter holidays often bring adverse weather conditions like snow, ice, and rain, making roads slippery and dangerous. Not only are these distracted drivers not paying attention during ideal weather conditions, but if there's any sort of slippery surfaces and reduced tractions, now they're going to have even harder time not running you over on your motorcycle. You're going to have to pay attention to what's around you, in front of you, and coming up behind you. In the event somebody's not paying attention, looks up and sees you on your bike at the last second, stomps on that brake pedal and ends up skidding and sliding, they're still going to smush you. And due to these poor weather conditions, it's going to make it harder for you to navigate your motorcycle safely in the event you need to get out of harm's way. Reason number 4, impaired drivers. The holidays see an increase in parties and gatherings, leading to more instances of drunk driving. And if you're in Colorado, there's a bunch of high kids out on the road as well. Drivers operating their vehicles while distracted is dangerous enough, especially for you on your motorcycle. Now combine that with some intoxication, alcohol, drugs, other things of that nature, they're going to be even more dangerous, unable to react quickly, unable to focus clearly, unable to think logically as they're operating this huge, heavy weapon down the road. Keep yourself out of harm's way and away from those people as much as possible. And if you're somebody who likes to party, don't even think about getting anywhere near your motorcycle if you're not clear-headed, fully sober, 100% ready to go. If you have any sort of impairment, especially related to drugs and alcohol, the last thing you want to do is get behind the wheel of a vehicle or on a motorcycle. There's a very high likelihood that you're going to end up crashing, injured, or even killed. Reason number 5, fatigue. Now, mentioning some of those impairments like drugs and alcohol, we also need to really consider fatigue as a dangerous element here. Long hours of travel, late night celebrations, and disrupted sleep schedules can lead to fatigue, affecting both you and other drivers. So now not only do we have distracted and drunk drivers all around us, but they're tired as well, compounding the effects of those impairments and making them even more dangerous for you on your bike. And what about you? Are you 100% well rested? Are you perfectly focused and clear-headed and ready to go? Are you maybe a little bit groggy and tired as well, riding your motorcycle in this sea of dangerous people all around you? These are things you need to consider and precautions you need to take if you're even thinking about taking your motorcycle out on the road. Coming up next, we have number 6. But before we get into that, I want to ask you a favor. One of our family's cats named JoJo has a growth growing on her eye. If you'd like to help in supporting JoJo and getting her the help that she needs, there's a link to the GoFundMe fundraiser down in the description below. Please consider donating. Everything helps, and we greatly appreciate any support you can give. And even if you don't have the means to donate and don't have social media to help spread the word, liking the video really helps. Jumping right back into the reasons you should avoid riding a motorcycle for the holidays, number 6 is emotional stress. The holidays can be emotionally taxing, and riding a motorcycle safely requires full mental focus and clarity. Have you ever experienced any stress during the holidays? Leave the word stress in a comment down below. Stress can occur for all sorts of reasons. Maybe you're having a fight with your significant other. Maybe other motorists on the roadways are causing you stress. Maybe Timmy's yelling at you from the back seat about that new Transformers toy that he wants from the Super Target. Whatever the case may be, stress is a big deal and you should take it seriously because it can impair your ability to safely operate a motor vehicle, especially a motorcycle. And if there's even any chance you might be feeling any stress out on your motorcycle riding to the store, think about all the other motors around you rushing around trying to get that last minute holiday deal. Reason number 7, limited daylight. Shorter days mean more riding in the dark, which can be more dangerous due to reduced visibility. Imagine if everybody drove perfectly during the daylight during ideal conditions. Unfortunately, that's simply not the case. Now imagine how poor their driving is going to be when it gets dark out. What about you? Maybe you're an excellent motorcycle rider during the day when you have full visibility of the world around you. But what happens when it gets dark out and you can't see the road as well, or all those other vehicles coming around you from all sides? Maybe somebody's bright headlights are blinding you and you're not able to see that pothole coming up in the road. That brings us to reason number 8, road hazards. Holiday decorations, fallen leaves, and other debris can create unexpected obstacles on the road. Not only do you have to worry about everybody around you distracted and trying to squish you with their vehicles, but now you got to worry about Bob's Christmas tree falling off the roof of his SUV, bouncing down the road at you on your motorcycle. Now, while you're trying to dodge Christmas tree ornaments and Timmy's presents falling out the back of the truck and scattering across the road, you also got to look out for Susan merging over on top of you while she's talking on her cell phone and doing her makeup. And what if you aren't able to safely navigate all of these threats and hazards and you do end up getting into an accident and getting hurt? Well, that brings us to reason number 9, limited emergency services. During the holidays, emergency services may be slower to respond due to increased demand and reduced staffing. So now, while you're laying in the middle of the road, injured and in pain, and your motorcycle's a twisted mess of plastic and metal, you might be waiting a long time before any EMTs or first responders even make it to you. And with all of the other motorists around you, too distracted and in too much of a hurry to even stop and help you, you might be on your own. And now what could have been a minor issue might become a life-threatening injury as you start bleeding out in the middle of the road. You hear sirens in the distance, but are they coming for you? With all this increased traffic and everybody racing to and from the store to get that last-minute holiday deal, there's accidents taking place all around town. How long are you going to have to wait before you get some medical attention? What if you die right here in the middle of the street? This might be one of the most important reasons to avoid riding a motorcycle during the holidays or even going out altogether in any sort of vehicle. Is it worth it for that new Lego set? This is also one of the reasons I always advocate for you to be your own first responder. Get medical training, carry medical supplies with you every time you ride, and be ready to use them in the event you or somebody else gets injured. Are you first aid or CPR certified? Do you know how to stop the bleed, pack a wound, or apply a tourniquet? If not, maybe now's a great time to learn. You never know when you or someone else might be involved in a life-threatening accident, and your skills and know-how could be the difference between life and death. And last but not least on the list is reason number 10, holiday stress. The overall stress of the holiday season can affect your mental state, making it harder to stay focused and calm while riding a motorcycle. We touched on emotional stress earlier, which can be due to several reasons, but think about overall stress during the holidays in general. There's several reasons that can lead to this holiday stress, and not addressing it or treating it can lead to serious depression and be very dangerous or even fatal. If you enjoyed this video or found any of the information in it helpful, don't forget to hit the like button. It helps this video reach a wider audience and helps more riders become aware of safe riding habits and how to keep themselves out of dangerous situations, especially when riding motorcycles during the holidays. Just by interacting with this video, either by hitting the like button, leaving a comment below, or sharing the link with a friend, you just might be saving somebody's life. And if you watch this video all the way to the very end, type Lego set down in the comments below. I like to read through the comments and see who actually watched the video all the way to the very end. It really helps. I really appreciate the support. But what if you're not sure what all the reasons for this depression are, or the signs and symptoms to watch for to help someone you love or yourself? And what about applying all this to riding safely on a motorcycle during the holidays? If you're feeling overwhelmed and aren't sure what to do, watch this video next.